Welcome back to the Wisdom Vacuum Podcast. All questions this episode are submitted by Stefan Smith, as this is the Stefan Smith Appreciation episode, Part 2, starring Mason Deponte. I hope you enjoy. All right, next question. What cars are owned by the worst drivers?
Priuses.
Yeah, I think Prius is
Any
kind
car
of
owned by a woman.
yeah.
Okay.
Or Nissan Altimas.
Yeah.
Altimas.
No. Oh, yeah.
People in Nissan
Definitely
Altimas kind of scare me because that's like the cheapest new car you can get, I think, is why. So it's just there's a lot of them out there, and the people who are just looking for a cheap car to abuse are probably getting those.
Oh, yeah.
What's the title of your autobiography?
Oh.
I messed up.
What?
Or
Mine-
accidents happen. Because I get hurt so much.
Oh, yeah.
don't
Title of my
know.
autobiography. Not Scared Stupid, but Stupid and Scared.
Scared straight.
I don't know.
Working hard or hardly working?
No, shut up. I have heard that so much.
I know.
From so many
That
old
one's-
guys.
That one's way too cliche. I used to have a metal poster sign of that when I was a kid.
Like all the old guys that I have meetings with now, I just pull that line out and they like if I have a meeting with an old guy and they come in and they're a contractor or they're a self-employed installer for the company, then I just look at them and I'm like, well, how's it been? They're like, oh, and I'm like, oh, you're either working hard or you're hardly working. They're like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, that's so dumb. But I have to use it because that's what they say.
They all like, whenever you say that, they know you're a real one.
Yeah.
They're like instantly like, okay, this guy knows
That's what
where
I'll
it's
be.
at.
You got to know some of your old head terminology.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I get it a lot.
So I know some of the old head terminology because everybody who I worked with for like 3 years before my boss retired, the only person who was above me was a 60-year-old man. That was my boss. And then I was telling 40, 50-year-olds and 30s, 20s, however old they were, what to do. And these
That's
old
always
guys come
hard.
in. It's so weird. And
Because
these guys,
because no one wants to listen to a kid that's like less than half their age in some cases.
No.
And you don't want to you don't want to tell someone twice your age what to do. So it's such a weird dynamic. I've been in that situation a couple times.
So
Oh, yeah.
So it's like I just come in. There's this guy that's been there for 10 years. He's like 50 years old. I come in, I'm 17. In 2 years, I've made foreman. And so I'm working there, learning the position, everything. I'm his boss. And then this old guy comes in. I'm helping him, talking to him, and this 50-year-old's there. And I start talking to the guy, and he's like, oh, you're pretty young. You a recent hire. What are you, 16, 17? This is an after-school job for you? And the 50-year-old goes, no, he's my boss. That's what
That's such
sucks
a
the
flex.
most is I know their lingo, but yet I'm a child.
Yeah. The nice part about it, though, is when you're dealing with an old guy, a lot of the time they know better than to be like upset or jealous because you're in that position. A lot of the old guys know whether they want to be a foreman or not. And usually they don't because it's not an easy position to be in. So a lot of old guys are chill and they can understand that there's like a kid even in some cases that even if you're not a foreman, even if you're like just someone who's teaching them how the ropes or something like that. A lot of them just understand that they don't want to be in that position. So yeah, let a young kid do it that has the energy or something like that.
It's
And it's
crazy that you
not-
say that because
Yeah.
the guy that was 50 years old that was like, this is my boss. He hates my guts and wanted my position.
Yeah. You get
He
some of
wanted
those
it
but
so badly.
yeah, you get some of those, and that's when it's really hard to work with that job when you've got like a 40-year-old guy that's like, I've been working with this company for 10 years. I should be a foreman. And it's like, no, there's probably a reason why you're not a foreman. Either you're not
Like-
good for the job or you don't want the job.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing too, is like, especially in blue collar, Because
Yeah.
I consider mine blue collar. It's construction. I frame. It's
blue
carpentry,
collar.
finished. And then you get into that position and you're young. It's like I had to learn everything. So you have somebody who knows a little bit more than you when you started, and then you pass them up and you learn more just because you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Then that's when the whole dynamic shifts. And it's like you're no longer a kid. Because I was 17 when I started there. Now I'm 21. And that's a big jump. Mentally, for me, that was a big jump. And then they still see you as a kid, but now you're an adult. Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah,
There's that weird shift.
I've been with 2 different companies where it's been like I'm new to the job, and then I'm learning stuff really quick, and people are giving me new stuff to do because I'm learning that, picking it up, and people are starting to talk about like, dude, you're going to be a foreman before you know it. So we should give you a truck. We should put you in a truck. And then mysteriously out of nowhere, I'm let go with no apparent reason why. And the only thing I could think is someone either doesn't like me and is running their mouth, or someone's getting upset because they don't like the competition. And it sucks, but that's kind of the reality of it.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Yeah,
That's
that almost. Go ahead, Mason.
No.
Nope. No. Go ahead.
No, it's just
This is your podcast, Mason. Go.
no.
Oh,
I'm
this is
the
Stefan's
guest.
podcast.
This
This
is
is
Stefan's
Stefan's podcast.
This is Stefan
Yeah, this is
Smith's
Stefan's
podcast.
podcast.
What were you gonna say, Mason? You're the guest.
Okay, whatever. I was just gonna say, yeah, like I totally get that. Especially like this week, I was in carpentry school because it's like every 3 months you have to take a week in like a school to learn whatever. And usually I don't tell anybody my age because the instant they like know how old I am, it's like I don't know anything now. And I was basically paired with these like 3 other guys, and our job was to make a forms for a foundation and then pretend like we poured the concrete and build like joists for a floor right over it. And we were like doing the whole thing, and a few days passed, and then a day before like we all went home, one of the guys asked me, he was like, "Oh, like how old are you?" Like, "I'm 19." And he goes like, "Oh, I'm 30." And we go back out there to like where we're building our stuff, and it's like now he doesn't take any advice, and now I'm not leading him. It's like, what? Like, just because you learned my age, now I don't know anything? Like, what in the world?
And it's also like hitting on that point. It's because how if your parents raise you properly in the church, then you're supposed to respect your elders. So you walk into a job, anybody older than you, you're immediately attentive. And then it's that weird aspect of you're 17, or just in my case, you're 21. There's this guy who's 50 years old, and you go, I know more than you. And it's that weird thing of not to disrespect you, but you need to keep your mouth shut and follow what I say. Then it's hard to break that barrier, because then they don't listen to you at all, because you're young and you're dumb. And it's just that really weird thing that happens. It sucks.
Yeah, it's like a stereotype.
Yeah. Just because you're young, you don't know anything.
Yeah.
I don't even remember how we got on this subject. Yeah.
I don't either.
Remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
It was a good talk, though. We got a little insight on Mason's life there.
Little serious note there.
Mm-hmm.
If you could turn into any animal from Animorphs, what would it be?
That's such a weird change.
From the Animorphs, what would it be?
What is Animorphs?
World isn't it? Yeah, what's an
Animorphs?
I don't know. I don't know what Animorphs are either.
Are
I'm
we
looking it up.
including the
I'm asking
Andalite?
people.
Are we including the Andalites in this, or is it just animals?
What are you
I
talking
don't know
about?
what that means.
You guys aren't cultured. You didn't grow up right.
I think it's just my
Mason, do you know what the Animorphs are?
What, is it like a furry? Like if you were a furry? I've got no clue, bro. Like, are you talking? What's it called? A
Furry's
fursona?
wish.
Is this my
Furry's
fursona?
wish, dude. No, it was a childhood. It was a kids book series where there was these aliens that had basically like morphing powers. And he like accidentally gave this power to a bunch of kids, and now they could turn into basically anything they come in contact with. So they could turn into animals and stuff.
That's
it was. I mean, he was just kind of making a reference to it. The real question is, if you could turn into any animal, what would it be?
See, should have phrased it better, Stefan.
Well, he was just making a reference to the Animorphs books, but you guys don't know what that
He
is.
said that I need to slow down on retard. Okay, I'm at war. I love you, Stefan, but I'm at war with Stefan.
What animal would you be? We'll give you the stupid version of the question. What animal would you be?
Hey.
Hay is not an animal.
That's what horses eat.
Are you asking me first, or who are you asking?
Yeah, go ahead.
A bald eagle. I don't think they have any natural predators, and also America.
Didn't you shoot one of those?
Jacob can't.
Yeah, hold up.
Jacob.
Said you're gonna bring this up.
No, don't talk about that. Don't talk.
My dad specifically said you shouldn't tell anybody that. I'm like, I told a couple people.
Don't talk about that. Shut up.
We can't talk about that. No,
I don't think you actually did. You just said you did.
Shut up.
No,
Shut up.
Yeah, okay.
Jacob, what's your persona?
What's your choice of furry?
Persona.
I don't. Bro, I'm a wolf.
And a wolf. Okay, yeah.
You're an alpha?
I want to leave.
I'm an alpha.
Are you an alpha?
Yeah.
All right, Mason. What animal would you be?
You can't steal mine now.
I feel like I'd be like a. I feel like I'd be like a. Okay. What I want to be, or what I feel like I would be.
What you want to be?
What you want to be. This also, given the context of Animorphs, it's not a permanent decision. They could turn back. Now, there was like stipulation. If you were in that form for like 2 hours, you would get stuck. But the idea is you can turn back. So you could morph freely between human and this animal. You're not stuck.
I'd choose like a polar bear. Like a massive polar bear.
That's a pretty good one.
Or like a Kodiak.
That was one of my top answers. I think either like a Kodiak or a Kodiak or a polar bear, or either a moose or an elk.
What? Why?
Moose and elk? Because
Why?
they're not they're not predators. They're not incredibly combative. They're combative with each other, but not to the point of great bodily injury, really. Almost nothing in the animal kingdom is messing with them, but they're not predators.
Yeah.
Moose, dude. The only thing that's taking down moose is packs of wolves and huge brown bears. And killer whales, but that's weird. That's a weird one.
Cougars, brown bears, wolves take down moose. Elk, dude, there's herds of 30 to 40 to 50 elk getting slaughtered in Idaho by wolves, and they're just leaving them. That would not be my choice.
I don't know. Moose is cool.
You're dying.
Plus, I could just change back. I think moose are cool, man.
Josh?
Yes, because
your profile picture is a bear.
Yeah, why don't you choose
That's
a
why
bear?
That's why I said my first choice was a bear. But then Mason said it, so I gave an alternative.
Okay.
I just noticed that all of our profile pictures are animals.
Yeah, we could be
that's
bears
true.
together.
We all have to be our profile pictures. Jacob's a rat. Dude. I'm a bear. Logan's a duck. Mason's a chihuahua in a burger costume. A pit bull in a burger costume.
No way. Thank you. Do not bring chihuahuas into this conversation, bro.
It was so small I couldn't tell, and then I realized it was the pit bull.
I'll drop
bro. That's like my spirit animal. It's like a small little, like tiny, like little pit bull. Yeah.
Pit bull.
Yeah.
I also look like one in real life. So.
Logan, don't you do it.
You knew I was doing it. Dude, I smiled.
I could hear the smile on your face. Oh, if you were put into the shut up. No, we're not harassing Mason. Shut up.
No. I was looking at his profile picture, and then
I know.
I smiled so
I
hard.
know. I knew you were doing it. If you were put into the world of the last video game you played, are you surviving?
No, I suck at Fortnite.
I was playing Metal Gear. Yeah, Metal Gear.
Oh my goodness, no, not even close.
I don't think so.
I know. I'd be one of the guards that gets brutally beaten up by Snake just for like no reason.
The
Fallout 4.
Yeah, I don't know if you're surviving that.
Yeah,
it's really situational. It depends entirely on what circumstance I'm in.
Yeah. Well, the last game that I launched was Titanfall 2, but I didn't play it. I just launched it. Before that would have been Fortnite.
Also, no. Well,
maybe.
It depends. Do you carry your current skills into the game with you?
I would assume.
So then you have a chance. You're pretty decent.
Yeah, maybe. Before that, it would I probably played Red Dead Redemption 2.
That's just normal,
and that's just chill.
Yeah.
I thought no, it was Splitgate, and then you played.
Oh yeah, I did play Splitgate with you today.
With me. Yeah.
Okay.
Splitgate and Fortnite, so probably knows.
I don't think I'd survive any of these. I played on the recent activity thing. It was Metal Gear, Devil May Cry, and Phasmophobia. I don't think I'm not surviving any of those.
Yeah.
We're all dying. We're all dead.
Metal Gear, maybe.
Your Metal Gear is your maybe? Are you kidding me?
What do you mean? Phantom
of
Pain?
All the options you picked, that's your maybe?
Yeah. That's not horrible. Have you ever played Phantom Pain before?
No. I guess it depends on which game. I don't know.
Bro, it's literally just like a lot of the missions are just normal. There's Russians, and sometimes you could send like regular ops to go, and it's just regular like war until you get to
Metal Gear. Am I thinking of a different game? I meant thinking of a different game. Yeah. What's the old third-person shooter that was super big back in the day?
You're thinking of Gears of War. That's what you're thinking.
Gears of War. That's what I was thinking of.
No.
I thought you were saying you have a chance in Gears of War. I was like, dude, not even close.
Unless I'm
Metal
like
Gear,
300
I don't know.
6'5".
Yeah. I thought you were saying Gears of War. I was like, there's not even that's the choice you're going with. No, Metal Gear. Doesn't Metal Gear have the one of the games has the governor guy?
That's
the nanomachine son guy.
Yeah, that's Revengers. That's like in the far future. So that's kind of like most Metal Gear games are just pretty much modern times, and you play as Snake, and that's like he's just a super special ops, and that's like pretty much it. And you'll get like characters because it's a Japanese game. You'll get like characters like that are basically superhuman once in a while. So it's not like nothing crazy.
Yeah. Okay. So then it's kind of the same thing as Fallout. It's really situational. It depends.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much.
Okay. What is the best sit-down restaurant? He gives examples: Applebee's, Chili's, Red Robin, etc.
Oh. I don't think I could pick one.
There's probably one I'm forgetting that's just like an easy answer.
Yeah, I was thinking so too.
You know what's strange? I want to say Olive Garden, but the problem is I have not been to an Olive Garden in years. I don't even remember what it's like. I just know I constantly think about going to Olive Garden. So I'm in love with the idea of Olive Garden, but I don't know about Olive Garden actually.
I think I've only been to Olive Garden once.
I think I've been there like 3 times ever, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think I'd choose Olive Garden, if anything.
I mean, it's Italian food. What's not to love?
I do love Italian food. That's probably my favorite genre of food.
Yeah.
Genre of food.
My favorite genre of food is Italian.
Yeah, I
Did you
can't.
go, I'm Italian? Italian?
I don't know. I hate these choosing questions when there's so many options because I know as soon as I say something, I'm gonna remember the other thing.
I feel like I never go to like a sit down restaurant though.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And if I do, it's like a local place.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
they don't
that's not
have
very
many
fancy.
Chevys anymore. I used to love my whole family used to love going to Chevys.
I think
not
there's
many
one
of them
down
left.
near us. Yeah.
Logan, what about you?
I think La Hacienda Real, which is just a Mexican restaurant, or Pad Thai. The Thai food there is really good.
I've never had a Thai food place.
Me neither.
It's really good.
But yeah, just whatever your preferred Mexican restaurant is a pretty solid answer too.
Yeah.
Usually.
That's pretty fair. Oh, hey.
Oh,
What's
well,
the best way to get
look at that.
Mexican food? Restaurant, food trucks, or food stands?
Restaurant.
Probably
It depends,
a good
dude. Because
sit-down restaurant.
yeah, I've had good restaurants. I've had good trucks. It's so situational. The best option close to me is technically a food truck. It's a food trailer, but it never moves, so I guess it would be counted as a food stand. But there's some places around Oakdale. People love going to a place here called Javi's. I think it's mediocre and overpriced. Personally, the only reason I go there is because other people go there and they like it, so I go to be social. But it's definitely not my preferred Mexican food at all. But it's okay.
It's pretty good. It's not very authentic though, honestly.
No, that's what I mean. Hobbies is like it's really mediocre and heavily priced for what it is. I think usually your best bet is trying out food trucks. They can be hit and miss, but when you find a good food truck, dude, it's a good food truck.
Yeah.
I think my favorite way to get Mexican food is from Hispanics. Jesus and Elizabeth, that's the best food that I've had. That's Hispanic at their apartment.
One of the best Mexican food trucks that I'd ever eaten off of was actually run by Asians, not Mexican at all.
What?
Well,
Yeah.
Was that Asian food or Mexican?
It was Mexican food, but they were Asians. It was, and I've seen quite a few of them actually. I think it's strangely common. They'll have sometimes they'll do a mix. They'll have some Mexican food and some Asian food, but there's around California there's some Asians that run some food trucks, and I think Mexican just does better in food trucks, so they go for Mexican food. But sometimes they do it pretty good.
I don't know how I feel about that one, but
I mean, it threw me off. I didn't expect anything good to come of it, but it was all right. It was pretty decent.
Yeah.
What's your plan for a zombie apocalypse?
Oh, that's a good one.
Run.
I don't have one.
Logan?
I've actually thought about this before, but it's only because my old boss used to watch Walking Dead, and he got me onto that show.
Yep, I did too.
Yeah.
And
That's why I'm waiting.
I said, if a zombie apocalypse ever happened, I'm coming to work, because the walls are made of concrete and there's a lot of lumber in there, so I can build barricades, and I have a whole bunch of nails. So basically, I can build anything I want, any kind of weapons I want. There's propane there, so I can run generators. We have a huge stockpile of propane. There's a lot of water. There's also like 3 other warehouses with water tanks in them, so I could take all the water from there. And there's a lot of food there too. So I think it might work.
Yeah.
There's
good.
also one of the like connected to our shop is another shop that we rent out, and it's a metal fabrication company, so they have all sorts of metal. So I think that's it.
It'd be similar for me. I'd probably go back to one of the job sites I worked up in the mountains, because I know where there's tunnels that go underground, and there's giant, like 3-foot thick concrete walls with bulkhead doors to hold back hundreds of thousands of gallons of flowing water. And once that, so I'm safe one way. All I have to do is make a bulkhead for the other one, and I've got underground bunker. And then just wait it out and hide. I don't know.
Yeah.
Stefan also asks, what is a video game that you wish you could completely forget so you can re-exp...
You're
on.
moving on too quick.
Hold on.
Listen here.
Hold on.
I was waiting to be asked because I have a plan. Okay?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I should have asked you directly.
It's okay. It's okay. I forgive you. Listen. During a zombie apocalypse, this is bless you. This is the Walking Dead zombies, right?
Sure.
Okay. So first of all, right, since I've seen a ton of the show, I would first take a couple of zombies and rip off their jaws and then chain them, wear like a little belt.
Yeah,
the Michonne thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then I would constantly be doused in myself in blood so that I could blend in, and I would carry around a katana because I could kill them quickly.
Yep.
Yes, and a crossbow because you could also kill them. Yes, and I'd basically just be chilling with the zombies, and I could do whatever I want and just act like it's normal life, and rip off the zombies' arms that are next to me so that they can't do nothing. Arms and jaws.
You're basically combining. Oh, what was their name?
Daryl and Michonne.
No, it's more than that, because Daryl, Michonne, so crossbow, Michonne with the walkers and the katana. Who was the bald-headed lady that walked with the walkers?
Oh, the Alpha chick?
Alpha, yeah, that was her name. So because he just said, I'll just basically act like I'm one of them. So
that was what Michonne did.
No, Michonne didn't act like one of them. She just had 2 of them around her. She didn't douse herself. Yeah,
that's what he meant, though. I don't think he was talking about the alpha level stuff. He was just talking about Michonne. Like, blend in with them, not act like one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd pretty much be my game plan.
Yeah, because if you're going to be alpha, you don't need the walker camouflage.
Yeah,
they have to wear their skin.
Yeah. So that's not you don't need the 2 extra walkers to help you blend in. You're just you.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I'd have that, but I think it's also, what's that clan in The Walking Dead that are like?
No, not that one.
Nope. It's the ones that like blend in with the zombies, and that's their like whole thing.
Yeah, that's the one that Alpha was the leader of. They like wore zombie skin faces and stuff like that.
They had a name. They had like,
I don't remember if they had a name. They might have.
They did.
I forgot the name, but that's like what I think that'd be super dope, and you could like at that point, zombies aren't a big deal, just other people, because you're already pretty much one of them.
I mean, if we're going Walking Dead universe, just go the Negan route, except just less brutal. Just be like a cool Negan instead of a douche Negan.
If you think about it, Negan was just Rick.
He described Negan. Whenever he was Negan was Rick, but being a jerk. That's what I'm saying.
No, think about it. Negan, whenever he was talking to Maggie, was like, if somebody broke in and killed all of your people, you would have done the same exact thing. Rick did that back in the town whenever that one guy did some things and started killing people. He shot him right in front of everybody.
That was a different group.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it's the same thing. Somebody broke in, started killing people, and Rick just executed him in front of people. That's the same thing Negan did with Glenn. Just with a baseball bat with barbed wire.
Yeah, but Glenn wasn't like that bad of a character as that guy. Like he didn't do anything.
That's the difference. Is that was Negan's standard? Like that was his opener. That's how he introduced himself to people.
Yeah.
What about whenever Carl killed that kid in the woods? Why didn't Rick take care of his own son?
What do you mean take care of his own? Like kill his son?
Yeah, because Carl shot a guy that wasn't even, or a kid that wasn't even going for his gun. He murdered him.
Well, Rick wasn't there, so it was kind of a Herschel's word versus Carl's word. He knew it happened, but what is he supposed to kill his own kid over killing an enemy kid? Or
it's the same thing. It's the same thing. What's her face did?
How is that the same as Negan though?
Not. Wow, who was her name? What was her name? Daryl's the older lady, Carol. Carol.
Yeah, Carol.
There was just two kids, and the one girl murdered the other girl, and Carol killed the other girl.
Yeah. How does this relate to Negan? I'm confused.
Negan was protecting his own. Rick did the same thing in multiple different ways.
Negan wasn't protecting his own.
Yes, he was.
He literally ambushed the group and killed two of them to make a point as an introduction.
Rick attacked the satellite station. Rick went in, attacked the satellite station.
But he
there was a prior thing to that. I don't remember what it was.
Oh well, yeah. The people were sent out to take food from them, but then Rick retaliated. Yes.
Either way, regardless of who started that.
Okay,
Negan's
listen.
Negan's
I see what you're saying.
Was kill people to introduce himself and basically just kill people.
They committed the same, like their actions were the same, but the reason why they did it was completely different. Like, Negan does it to show power and like to show like he rules them by fear, but like Rick doesn't really do that through the series.
Respect over fear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Next question.
We should stop arguing about Walking Dead.
Dude, this episode's kind of all over the place.
Yeah. Okay. What is a video game that you wish you could completely forget just so you can re-experience the story all over again?
Ooh. Halo Reach.
Oh.
That's a pretty good one. That is a good answer, Mason.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's so hot.
Cinema. Oh.
Logan, you haven't even played Halo Reach.
Yes, I have.
The story of Halo Reach? No, you haven't.
I have the Master Chief Collection. You gifted it to me.
And you definitely did not play the campaign of Halo Reach.
I think I have.
I don't think you have.
I think I have.
Okay, let's test it. Who was the name?
I don't remember anything. Like,
yeah.
Dude, my memory's so bad. Go ahead. Try it, though.
Who was the guy who pushes Noble 6 out of the Noble 6?
Noble.
That's like the main character's name.
Okay.
Out of the Covenant ship. Who pushes him out of the Covenant ship into space to like save him?
So I forget people who I've met multiple times, and you're saying, "Hey, a video game that you may have played."
He's got such a basic name, Jorge, bro. His name was Jorge.
I wasn't expecting a Mexican to be in space, dude.
He was like one of the main.
They can't have space Mexicans?
No, I just wasn't expecting Jorge. It's like Master Chief and Noble 6.
I prefer to call him George.
It's like, Jorge's up there too, dude.
I prefer to call him George.
That's a cool name. And then
it's a cool
there's
name.
Also like Emily or Emil or whatever.
Name. Emil.
Is it Emily or Emil? You sound confused.
I forgot.
Did you play the
forgot, bro.
campaign?
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
Bro, I can list to you the entire campaign, like everything that happens.
it's okay.
Except for Emily/Emil's name.
Okay, I literally, bro, I always got it messed up when I was a kid. I always called him Smile because he had that smile face on his mask.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
All right, what's the game? So his is Halo Reach.
and then
I would say.
Are you not going to say
Probably-
Fallout 4?
See, that's the thing is Fallout 4. If we're talking about the main storyline, there's not much really to the main storyline. There's just a ton of different content and branching storylines in the game.
Playing the game again for the first time.
If I was to play it again for the first time, yeah, Fallout 4 or Skyrim. But the two Bethesda games are kind of go-tos. Titanfall.
oh yeah.
Honestly, Destiny 2. I wish I could go back and play old Destiny 2 for the first time again, back in its glory days when it was good and playable.
That one
I haven't touched it in years.
I think there's a couple of games there's a game called Little Nightmares and Little Nightmares 2. But
oh yeah.
I
Really?
love those games, but they're so short. I feel like it's a waste to.
Yeah, those are pretty small games. I'm surprised.
But I love those games, dude.
Yeah.
What else? I want to play it for the first time. Dude, Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah, those are good.
That one's pretty good.
I've
Not
never played that one.
a ton of story to them. There's some story, but
Yes, there is.
the storyline's very simple. It's mostly like kind of muscle, like grunt work.
Yeah. I was thinking of another one. What?
He says re-experience the story, so I'm specifically thinking of campaigns,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
story games, storylines,
Maybe Halo
campaigns.
3.
Dude, Halo 3
You
was
and
the
I
Halo
played
that I
that
played
together,
most by
yeah.
far. Halo 3
Yeah.
was such a good game.
Yeah.
I loved Halo 3. That was
Halo
my favorite
3 and Halo 1 are my two personal Halo favorites.
Yeah, Halo 3.
I must confess I haven't played Reach.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
I've wanted to for a long time though. I need to at some point.
Yeah, I'd definitely like.
Is that our next co-op game?
I don't know if I would want to play Reach co-op. I think that's kind of something I would want to experience by myself.
Oh, you just got
Wait,
shut
man.
down, Jacob.
Hey, have you guys ever played Halo 3 ODST?
I didn't play ODST, no.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
I
That
think
one-
I have ODST.
I have Master Chief Collection. I just haven't played it.
Dude, it's super like it. You just have to play it. It's like the whole game is in just one night, and yeah, I can describe to you how it made me feel, but it's like it's weird.
Did it-
Huh?
Did it make you feel just like a little girl again?
Like yeah, I would say like a little girl. Like I was just getting my first like Barbie doll and like my playhouse. You know, that feeling of nostalgic
Joy.
being. Yeah. But Halo 3 was like
Good answer.
Just right.
Halo 3 ODST because it makes me feel like a little girl.
Makes me feel like a Barbie doll on Christmas.
feels like I was playing with my Barbie dolls.
I love Halo 3 because it reminds me of Barbie dolls.
Did you ever play through the campaign of Battlefield 4, Jacob?
There's a campaign to that game.
There is, dude. It's one of my all-time favorite campaigns from a first-person shooter.
I did not.
Dude, you should go play that. That's an excellent campaign.
Yeah.
Okay, Marvel or
Next.
DC?
Marvel. All the way.
DC.
I grew up with Marvel.
Oh
Why?
yeah.
The problem was I grew up just liking superheroes and not understanding that Marvel and DC were different. So it was like I grew up loving Iron Man and Spider-Man and Wolverine, but not realizing that they weren't the same. You know? And Batman.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on a minute. No. Iron Man, Spider-Man,
Iron Man,
and
Wolverine
are all Marvel.
I was trying to think. Yeah, I know. I was trying to think of a. I was trying to think of a DC character. It was
Okay,
just pretty much
Green
just Batman.
Lantern, gay.
No.
Batman.
That's
The
Ryan
only
Reynolds.
reason-
Okay.
The only reason I have any attachment to DC is honestly because of Teen Titans.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
Young Justice. Young Justice was a good show.
I didn't watch Young Justice.
I
It was pretty good.
Yeah, that's why Marvel,
or
for
just
almost everything
Justice League.
except for Teen Titans. I just grew up with Marvel,
I
even
think-
before like MCU stuff.
If we're talking about like shows and movies, Marvel has better movies, DC has better shows.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
not
I'll agree
considering
with
those
that.
very much.
I think
Marvel's shows went downhill.
Yeah,
I
that's
think-
what I'm saying. I said Marvel has better movies, DC has better
I was
shows.
agreeing with you. Yeah, I was agreeing
Okay.
with you.
I was gonna say, you said Marvel shows went downhill. Did Marvel ever have good shows? They had a WandaVision that was pretty much the only one that was okay.
That was pretty
Well,
good. I like that.
If we're
That was the only
they had
one.
a lot of they had animated shows before all those. Like,
Those probably weren't good either.
well, if they're talking Spider-Man, like the Spectacular Spider-Man show was amazing.
Never heard it.
Really?
I mean,
There's
It
been a
was-
few Spider-Man shows that were good.
yeah,
What's
I
your
think I
favorite
remember one.
superhero then? Hold on, let me make sure that's not the. Okay, it's not the next question. What's your favorite superhero?
Probably Spider-Man or Batman. One from each.
Mine was Spider-Man as a young boy, and then Iron Man later on.
Yeah.
Logan?
Venom or Deadpool.
That's not Okay, Deadpool's closer.
Superhero.
Yeah, hero.
Those are
Hero.
still both.
Superhero.
Okay,
No.
Venom is not.
No.
we'll
Venom
let you.
saved the Earth twice.
We'll let you say it. We'll let
Venom
you.
is
We'll
what?
let you run with it.
Anti-heroes.
We'll accept it.
They are
That's
still a
the
hero.
Anti means opposite.
No, but they're not.
Yeah,
We'll
but
accept
hold
your-
on.
there's a
Hold on.
difference.
We'll
No,
accept
no.
your honorary
No.
answer.
I have a beef. Okay, you
Does it go
Deadpool.
moo?
Shut up. Deadpool and Venom are considered anti-heroes because they don't obey the laws and they do things that aren't great, but they save the world. But you have a billionaire that's destroying skyscrapers and killing thousands of people by accident and saving the world. But that guy's the good guy. But the guy who kills people in a somewhat not okay way to murderers and criminals is the bad guy.
Yeah,
but they still
weren't-
save the world.
They didn't just break skyscrapers for fun and then save the world. It was because they were saving the world because the skyscrapers were broken.
He put Hulk through buildings, dude. During
You need to go watch Captain America: Civil War. Apparently,
I
Yeah.
watched it. That
that was like the whole plot of Captain America: Civil War is what you're talking about right now.
I get it. I get it. The Sokovia Accords. I get it. I'm kind of in line with Iron Man there. Iron Man's like, yeah, you need to fix this. I get it, but at the same time, I don't understand why they're the bad guys. I will consider Venom and Deadpool as heroes, not anti-heroes.
Okay, we'll accept that answer.
Yeah.
Literally a Spider-Man villain.
Yeah.
Venom wanted to kill Peter Parker because he wanted his job.
Well, Eddie Brock wanted to kill Peter
Yeah.
Parker.
Yeah, Eddie
Which
Brock.
is
really
Not-
do that.
not- I'm talking about Tom Hardy, Eddie Brock, not
Yeah.
the.
Oh,
what's
okay,
his
now you're
name?
cherry
That's
picking.
an answer here. That's
Yeah,
an
well,
answer.
Eddie Brock, the Tom Hardy Eddie Brock is the best Eddie Brock.
Well, that's just because Tom Hardy's the best in all.
Yes,
It's because
he's so good
there's only
looking.
been one other live action Venom.
Yeah, and who was he? What was his name?
I don't know what the actor's name is.
He was in
He was
a
in Tobey
70s
Maguire.
show.
Doesn't matter. It's not Tom Hardy.
Irrelevant.
That is
Was
true.
that Flash
Mason?
or was that Eddie?
No, it was Eddie in Tobey Maguire's.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
Mason, do you have a favorite?
Okay. I'm gonna sound like a big nerd here, but
Uh-oh.
I grew up liking comic books, so I know a lot about different characters. So my all-time favorite
Uh-huh.
is
Is it
probably
Codpiece?
huh?
Is it Codpiece?
Who's
What?
that?
No, he
don't
doesn't
know
know
who
about
that is.
Codpiece. That's okay. Go ahead.
Probably Moon Knight. And,
Yeah.
and
Good answer.
Batman Beyond. Like
Yeah, dude, that show is so good.
yeah, the comic books are so goated.
Batman Beyond wasn't a show. It was a movie.
No,
it was never a movie.
No, the Batman Beyond. You're thinking of what's the movie called? The movie's not called that.
Was the movie not Batman
Or-
Beyond?
Who are you talking about?
Because Batman Beyond.
is it?
Batman Beyond the show is the one where it's post Bruce Batman.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's the next one, next Batman.
Okay.
That he-
why am I blanking on his name?
I must be thinking of Batman Forever.
Yeah, that's probably
Uh,
Terry
Terry
who just-
McGinnis.
Yes, yeah, Terry McGinnis. That's who he
That's
was. And
Batman Beyond.
it's literally just Batman Beyond, but it's literally just Batman, but like an angsty teen who doesn't know how to control his anger, and it's like he gets himself in 2 times worse situations just because he's an idiot. It's awesome.
Yeah, I just know from the show it was really good.
The show is I love the show too. Neo Gotham.
Yeah.
It has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, it's really good.
Yeah. I didn't watch the Moon Knight stuff. Was it a movie that came out about Moon Knight?
Show.
TV's it's
So-
not very good.
I didn't
It was-
watch any of it. I don't know anything about him.
They confuse too many things, and then they I really don't like it because they don't get who Moon Knight actually is, so it kind of frustrates me. But that's just
Sounds
me
like
being
Marvel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like it doesn't make sense because in the comic books, it's like they add a personality in the show, and it's like his base personality, and it doesn't make any sense. And then like Moon Knight's whole thing is he's like severely schizophrenic, and like they try and make sense of his like past, and I don't know. It's just stupid. Most of the stuff is in his head, and they don't like explain it at the end. I don't know.
I want to say if we're including anti-heroes, I have to honorable mention Spawn.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Spawn has to be included in there. Spawn, my first comic book was a Spawn comic book.
The sad
One of
man.
my only I've never gotten to have many comic books, but the one that I remember the most was a Spawn.
I probably have
Yeah.
about 2,000 comic books sitting right next to me.
Oh my goodness.
Haven't read them,
Well-
but I have them.
That goes into the next question. What's your most expensive hobby?
I didn't buy them. My sister gave them to me.
Oh, well. My most expensive hobby right now is either fishing or motorcycle.
Yeah, I was about to say your motorcycle
Fishing-
probably.
Fishing can be expensive, but at this point, I've bought most of what I need. I buy soft plastics every now and again, but I've spent quite a bit on fishing, but now I don't spend that much anymore. Motorcycle's still relatively fresh. I'm still haven't spent a lot of money on them. I've spent a good bit of money on a motorcycle, but it's a little passion project.
What about your car?
The Datsun hasn't gotten much love because I had this beautiful dream for years and years that I didn't want to spend money to get it running, only to spend money again to make it into a show car like I wanted to. I always wanted this thing to be absolutely gorgeous, but I've realized that I in an effort to try and wait until I can afford to really build it out, I've just straight up lost years of being able to experience this car. So now I'm at the point where like I've started ordering parts for it, and this is the summer where I'm actually gonna I'm getting it running and moving. It's not going to be pretty for a long time, but that's what a project car is kind of supposed to be. I kind of had this vision of grandeur idea that I was gonna be able to build it from like it is straight into a show car, and that was. Well, it could happen. It would require a lot more time and money than I can reasonably put up or like invest into something like that. So I'm just going to get the thing running, focus on making it look okay, do performance stuff, and then eventually put a nice paint job on it, and it'll just be a pretty decent car.
Okay. Can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I'm excited. Jacob, what's your most expensive hobby?
I don't really have expensive hobbies. Probably just games.
Video games. Yeah, I thought so.
It's just not very expensive, but
I mean, yeah, depends on how often you're buying games.
Yeah, and even then they're not expensive. They're
have like a
lot less expensive than like
Fortnite.
Rebuilding a car.
No. Yeah. Working on vehicles can be expensive.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times you're almost never going to be able to sell the vehicle for the amount of money that you've put into the vehicle. Like if you were to total up the sum of the parts and time you put into the vehicle, you will almost never get that amount of money back. That's kind of a thing that you do for the experience, and when you're buying parts and stuff, you're not paying for the parts value to be able to flip it and sell it most of the time. You're paying for the parts value so you can experience the part. And then when you sell it, that might make it a little bit more valuable, but you can't just itemize everything you've done to the vehicle and add it up because people won't usually buy it for that. So yeah, it's kind of a sunken cost hobby, but definitely more expensive than video games. Logan?
Yeah. Take a guess.
Guns.
Yep, that's my biggest asset.
Yeah, me too, probably.
I think just for reference, my AR that I built is probably like, I don't know, I think $3,000 to $4,000.
I bought 2 guns back to back, and I was like, okay, I better slow that down, or I'm going to get out of hand.
I have about 20 guns sitting in my apartment right now.
Yeah.
It's I love them, but they are not cheap.
No, especially the nicer, harder to find ones.
Yeah, I got a 1918 Enfield rifle that was in live action, 30-06 caliber.
Nice. You think that's probably your most expensive, most valuable rifle?
Well, in terms of like historic, I have a. What year is it? I don't know. There's a 1900s revolver that still has the spike hammer on it. That one's, I don't know. I think that one's worth about $1,000. And then the Springfield's worth about $1,200 last time I looked it up. But my AR, I think, tops both of those. But that's not historic. So. I think the
I've got a
Springfield's
very
fun,
I've got a very beautiful Savage 300, a Savage Model 99 that has just a gorgeous two-tone inlaid stock. That thing could probably go for $2,000 to $2,500.
Yeah, it's pretty good. How much? Who farted?
You, Mason?
Dude?
No,
Who farted, dude?
but I heard that too, and I was like, what?
Josh, was that
It
your
has to
chair?
be Josh then.
What?
Like,
I love that I called it out too, and
Yeah.
he just stayed quiet.
Everybody else is talking about it except for Josh.
Yeah. No.
Whoever denied it, supplied it, dude. That's you.
No,
You stayed quiet on that one.
I didn't. It was me.
Speaking of recoil, why wouldn't you mute yourself? It's like I
didn't think it was gonna make any noise. All right, I thought it was gonna be a silent one.
No, it was not silent. I just heard.
I did it and then
goodness,
tried to clear my throat to see if it would blend in. Like maybe it just sounded like I was clearing my throat. It didn't have any. It was very clear.
You were late,
bro.
you were
He
late
tried
on
to
that one.
cough in sync
Well,
with
Well, I did it and then I was like, maybe if I clear my throat, it'll sound like that was the first clearing of the throat, and it was yeah. I farted. Josh farted on the podcast.
You were too far away from the mic, and it echoed. It was-
Josh farted on the podcast. All right.
Can we put that as our Instagram clip?
No.
Please.
Just get the fart there, and then me just go, "Who farted?"
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. Especially whenever you don't say anything and everybody starts
Dude,
blaming.
I saw my circle go green. I was like, maybe no one noticed.
Oh no. Okay.
Mason, what's your expensive hobby?
I don't really know. I don't really have a lot of like
I laughed and now I've got the hiccups.
super expensive hobbies.
Oh.
What was that, bro? That sounds like a dying like giraffe, bro. What
When I
was
get the
that,
hiccups, they hurt, man.
bro? Man,
wow.
Oh. Hopefully they don't last. Sometimes it's just like 2 or 3. If I go into a fit, dude, it might last an hour, and I will be sitting here like almost screaming because I'm suffering.
He sounds like a donkey.
I know.
Dude, if I laugh, it's only gonna get worse. Oh, I gotta mute.
No, don't mute. This is good content.
Yeah, don't mute. Come back.
Unmute.
I'm suffering. Why? Oh.
Maybe you're suffering
Mason,
is
tell
very
us about
funny.
your hobby. Hurry. Oh. Oh, dude.
Oh, dude, that sounds horrible.
Dude, oh,
Get some water, bro.
Dude, it hurts.
Please go get some water.
Mason, your hobby.
Okay, right.
Mason, your hobby, please.
My hobby,
Oh.
I don't.
Continue, Mason.
So, I don't know. Comic books and
Oh.
comic books and Warhammer. That's it.
Warhammer.
Yeah, Warhammer can be pretty expensive, man. Oh,
Yeah. All right, we should go. Last question. I'll say it for you, Josh.
We gotta go quick. We only have a couple. What is a PSA you'd like to give people regarding your job? Example, you drop on.
I can't breathe.
When you drop your car off for an oil change, disconnect your Bluetooth. We can hear what you're listening to when you pull your car in. That and the awkward phone call you're having right now. That's his PSA for his job. What's our PSA for our job? Oh.
Oh my goodness.
This is a disaster. Oh, this is the worst episode yet.
Just the at the end.
It hurts, man.
What was the question? I don't even know.
What's a PSA? What is a PSA you'd like to give people regarding your job? Logan?
He's dying, bro.
That's Mason. I'm crying.
I don't know if Mason's doing much better.
What's a PSA that you'd like to give people about your job?
Oh.
I don't know, bro. It sucks.
You hate your job. Is that a PSA?
Oh.
I love my job, but I love that it sucks.
Oh, okay.
Oh. What about you, Jacob? What's your PSA for your job?
Oh, dude, I have so many. Dude, when you're pulling up to the window to pay or get your food, pull up to the window and don't pull up to the other side of the... I hate that, dude.
Yeah.
They park so far away. I have to lean out the window, like half my body to like grab their card or something.
Dude, I've done that before. I'll pull up just a little too far. I'm like, well, this is awkward. I don't want to back up and reposition now.
Yep.
Brother, can you please get some water?
Dude, it doesn't help. It just has to work itself out eventually.
I don't care, bro. Please go get it.
Okay. Actually,
Get some water.
I've got milk
Josh.
here. I can drink some. I'll drink some milk.
Josh,
Milk. You need some milk.
Josh, you're supposed to tell yourself, Josh.
I know they don't exist. It doesn't work.
Yes,
Hold
it
your
does.
breath. Hold your breath, Josh.
Oh.
It's
You're not believing.
I know I shouldn't be laughing still, but it's every time.
Dude, every time I do it, someone laughs and then I laugh, and it only makes it worse.
It's awesome. It's
Oh.
it was
This is what you sound like, bro.
Dude.
it's just at the end for me because he's struggling so much. And then Jacob was like, I hate it when people pull up to the
He's like, I know.
I do that. So
What?
Okay.
What else you got for us, Jacob? Give us another one. I think they might be subsiding. Oh, please.
Hold your breath. Hold your breath.
No.
PSA, the prices for everything you're paying for is already on the board that you're ordering from. Also.
Dude,
Please just hold
hiccuping
your
with
breath,
milk
bro.
sucks.
What else?
Take a deep breath and hold your breath for as long as you can.
Dude, it hurts because then if I take a deep breath and hiccup while I have a deep breath taken in, it only it makes the pain worse.
Yeah, but you have to tough through it, bro. Trust me.
Dude,
You got this. We have to.
I've tried, dude. My hiccups. There's something else going on. There's some voodoo magic involved with my hiccups or something.
And a donkey.
Yeah.
Don't start a conversation with the people at the window about your day. Also,
Yeah, never do that.
that's just
I would.
like,
Yeah, that'd
really
be
annoying.
Oh, they're slowly going away.
Oh, I can finally breathe.
Oh no! I thought they were gone and they left. Oh, my PSA is if we're doing road work and we're close to traffic, just go slow, and understand that when we're working close to traffic, we're nervous too, and you don't have to slow down a ton and like come to a stop. We're not going to go out into traffic. Just be careful and pay attention and slow down a little bit, please. That's pretty much it. Logan, you haven't given an answer yet.
I've barely even thought about the answer. To be completely honest, I've been giggling too hard, dude.
Don't make me laugh. Don't return.
Well, the problem was the donkey would come out. And I would laugh, and then Mason would laugh, and it would just keep me going.
I know. And then I would laugh, and it would make it worse. Oh.
Bro, can you stop doing the little moan after? If you can stop doing the little moan, then we're gonna be okay. Because every time it's like, oh, it's like, bro,
you don't have to do it. It's just not necessary.
It just happens, man. It hurts, and then a little something comes out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We can have a serious conversation. PSA: don't work over here. It just ruins the vibe.
This is a disaster.
You did it there too. You're like, don't do it.
Head down.
I'm getting mad at him now.
Hurry, Logan. We gotta end the episode. Give us your stupid thing.
PSA.
Now he's good.
Look at your PSA.
Don't shoot yourself in the head with a staple gun. It hurts really bad. Just don't do it.
That's probably not a good idea.
Probably a good
I've
idea.
done it too many times.
You sound like the thumpers from Mario,
I feel
bro.
like a thwomp.
A thwomp. Yeah.
All right, guys. This was Mason's.
Dude, this has
Mason's
been
introduction.
this has been the Wisdom Vacuum Podcast Stefan Smith support episode starring Mason. I hope you all enjoyed this absolute dumpster fire. Oh, don't ever come back if you know what's good for you. Bye.
Yeah, don't just don't do it. Just say goodbye, Mason.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.